Yes, it started now. It took a little freezer. Hello, visuals. Welcome back to the Bridget podcast. This will be the Tuesday edition because there's no breakdown episode shenanigans. This is just a nice case of the. This is the first one of the year. I think so. Yeah, possibly. Fuck knows. Chris is here anyway.
Hello.
Here talking. Well, is it? I don't know. Obviously, you didn't come down last week because you had shit on and whatnot. And then, so I don't know. Anyway, we're here. It doesn't matter. It's not the first one anyway because there's going to be one before this because we'll do the entertainment news before this.
Yes.
But no, we're sat heavy into 2022. Chris, did you have a good 2021?
It's alright.
I like these things where you start the year and you're like, oh, memorable stuff. We'll do this. But I think last year might be the most greatest year most people have had. Some amazing shit happened in terms of like media and shit.
Yeah.
But it was still a very great year. I mean, it was last year though we had our Blackpool trip and then the Edinburgh trip the day after and shit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and all that carry on and shenanigans.
Yeah, they're on September time, wasn't it?
Yeah. To be fair, last year for me, I know it happened right at the end of the year, but I think 2021 can now go down as one of the greatest years for me personally because it was the year of the Spider without a shadow of a doubt. Because obviously Spiderman come out. You know, the shit before, you know, the memes and the Andrew Garfield and it's telling me for ages it played on and they had this big oi. So it was the year of the Spider for me. But it was, I mean, COVID, what can you do in a COVID year?
Second COVID year, isn't it?
Fuck me, it feels like a fucking lifetime ago. 100th fucking COVID year.
Nothing really stands out for last year for me. It was just another regular year for me.
Coming down here, chatting to me, going home, going to work.
Yeah, I moved, that was about it.
Again. Chris loves a move.
That's about it.
Chris loves it. I've got a new house. Last year you got Ozzy.
Oh, that was the end of the year before.
Oh, was it? Oh, you had him a full year?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. Did not know that.
He was 1 in November.
Fucking hell. We took fucking Optimus to get his first groom down the road earlier. Like, as soon as we went to Pets and I and pissed on a load of cat food, I was like, oh my God, no. On the floor, I'm sure they can't. Don't piss on the products they're trying to sell. And we left him. And it was like leaving your kid at the first day at school. It was weird. I was like, oh, good luck. He's going to scream and thinking that. And I was like, I'm not bothered. As soon as I turned around to the left, I was like, I've left my dog with a stranger. He was probably really scared. We sat in Costas for an hour. Come back and he come through the little glass all smooth and clean. And I was like, that's my boy. It was odd. It was really, really fucking bizarre. But yeah.
I like to take Guyz to get one, to be fair. Because he needs his nails clipped, I think.
They've done a mint job at him. Like, clipping him, he's all smooth. And as soon as we get outside, he's splashing around in puddles and that. But he's so smooth. He smells amazing. Because we can't, mate, we have bathed him once. But then the second time we tried, you pick him up and he's like that. You're lifting him. And as soon as he gets near the bathroom, he starts going nuts, scratching to fuck. And you're like...
See, ours is the opposite. He loves the bath. Like, say, when I took him for a walk before I come down here, and obviously it's been raining. And so I've been like, I tell him to sit. And he loves me scrubbing at him, drying him all out. He sits nicely with his paws. He loves it. He loves it.
That's mad, isn't it? I know some dogs do love it, and some dogs really hate it. But like, see if it's just me and Optimus in the house, I'll have a shower or whatever, and I'll keep the bathroom door open. So if I can hear anything, I'll go, shower Optimus, what you doing? And he'll come in and he'll see people in the bath and the shower and that. So he knows it's fine. But yeah, you go to get him in, and he's like, nah. You're like, what the fuck? And if you do get him in, there's water everywhere, bubbles, shit's getting knocked over. There's blood everywhere, not blood everywhere, but scratches because he's trying to get me out. It's like, so I was like, right, we're going to the groom room, and we warn the girls, listen, he might be a prick here, he might scream at you and fucking go nuts. But apparently he was all right. They can hear him crying. You've heard him do that weird cry. Sounds like a broken bike trying to start up. But yeah, so that's it.
So how much did it cost there?
I think it was 40 quid to get nails and a full groom in terms of like instead of just a quick wash, a full like they trimmed his eyebrows. I was like, I'm alright. Okay, I thought dogs didn't really have eyebrows. I thought it was all just hair.
Yeah.
Anyway, they did that kind of shit. They cut him a little bit, but I don't blame him for that because they're trying to trim him down, and he's probably given it this. It's only a little slightest. I'm not fucking gonna go. If you cut my dog, I can literally imagine what it'd be like cutting his fat head.
I can imagine some fucking people kicking off about that.
No, but like, imagine sat there trying a nervous dog fucking go like this. You got scissors just trying to do your job, and it's the smallest little fucking thing. It's not hurting him. He's fine. Away we go. But we can pay an extra £5 to get his teeth brushed. But we have a toothbrush. I brush his teeth. Just brush his teeth for him because I used to do wellies. But you can get dog toothpaste. Because obviously I would have done it with normal, but I don't know if that would fucking kill him or whatnot. Yeah, it's like 40. I think it's 40 quid for a basic, a decent groom and nails.
I don't think it costs sometime.
Welcome to the Dog Podcast.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, 2021 it's the year of the spider. Ended up. There was some big shit for you in terms of cinema. James Bond finally come out and all that
cinema,
shit.
film wise, TV series wise, yeah, but I mean in personal life wise, nothing really dramatic. Has happened for me. It's been another year for me.
Yeah. There's I don't know if it's a conspiracy. B went on to go check see if we can get Morbius tickets yet.
Well, it's been pushed back.
The cinema now is not letting you book any cinema tickets for the next 4 months, and all the big titles set to come out have been pushed back by 4 months. I'm not saying there's a conspiracy on COVID, but to me, that looks a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying there's going to be a lockdown or whatever. It just to me it seems like okay, we might have to hold back on like entertainment-y, and I'm thinking, oh the fuck.
Right, so it's going to probably no more. Well, I'm saying no more, but be no Comic Cons again this year, I reckon.
Well, but see,
it's
the only
been
thing.
A while since we've been one now.
I know, mate. We need to get to one ASAP. The only thing I said to B though, as I said, because I saw an article saying they've delayed Morbius because of the success of Spiderman. I mean, I don't know why they would because.
Well.
But I read an article saying that because.
Well, I read an article that said different.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just don't want to turn around because the cinema have done that. I don't want people to go, oh bloody hell, must be another lockdown because that could be for a million different reasons. But in this current day and age, it looks a bit sus. I'm sure we'll get into your Morbius why when we get to entertainment. We'll save it for me, Chris, because I want to hear more. You need to meet. This is my Christmas works do the other day. I think I've told you all the shenanigans that happened, haven't I? Smashing the toilet and whatnot.
Yeah.
I told you all. Did I tell you all about Ali, the proper conspiracy nut? Keeps sending me link after video of why the Earth is flat. And all this shit. Like, when I just walk past him, I'll just go, Earth's flat. And he'll walk, he's only a little, he's sound as fuck. He'll walk up to us and go, why do you think it's round like? Do you watch the BBC? Listen to the BBC, don't you? I'm like, no, Ali, it's just, it's facts and science. Like Neil deGrasse Tyson and that, he'll tell you, oh, yeah, well, yeah, all the professors have got the same unis, they get the same information. It's a lie. And I'm like, oh my God. And he keeps sending me videos about, like pilots talking to each other saying, yeah, we don't dip down because the Earth's flat and all this kind of shit. But my biggest point to him was like, Ali, right, why can your sources all be right, but the people in charge and the professors and that, why are they all wrong? He's like, well, and then he'll come back with an answer like, show me a picture from outside of space. I was like, just go Google it's all digital. I was like, well, regardless if it's digital, you can see it. He's like, nah. And then he's mint. No, I love it because you just walk past and go, it's round. But they come, why do you think it's round? Why do you think it's fucking hell, Ali? He keeps going about the Arctic Circle and keeps going about Hollow Earth. And I'm just, every time he mentions it, I just go, it's Godzilla, mate. Every time you mention that, all I can see is King Kong swinging around in there after having his fight with Godzilla, chilling. Don't mention fucking Hollow Earth to me, mate, because then I won't watch Godzilla.
What's it keep saying about Hollow Earth? Like?
Well, I keep saying about when you go, because obviously you're not allowed to go to the Arctic.
No, you're not.
And people have flown over and seen that big hole in the Arctic, and it's all a bit. And I said to him, to be fair though, mate, why the fuck do you want to go? I said, if they opened it right now, right, would your first holiday destination be to the Arctic? He was like, well, no. And I was like, of course it fucking isn't. Who wants to go there? There's no shops. There's no chilling spot. I might look cool. There might be some decent wildlife. But what's the point? It's like going to a fucking Greggs that doesn't sell sausage rolls. You're going to go to a Greggs that does. It's you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just said to him as well, I said, do you smoke weed, Ali? He's like, well, yeah, I used to smoke a lot of it. I was like, there you go. Everybody who smokes weed loves a conspiracy. I mean, it's fun though. I will talk to you. I was like, yeah, I need to get you on my podcast, mate. But the worst thing is, because I'm not scientifically minded. Like, I can try and say what scientists might say and shit, but it won't be anywhere near the truth. So when I'm arguing it, I can't give the science as to why they're wrong because I'm a fucking retard. So it's a little bit fucking hard. But it's definitely flat.
Be nice to have a conversation.
He's honestly, he's one of the nicest blokes you'll ever meet. And he's not like a creepy, weird dickhead conspiracy. He's just one of the lads who just likes to have a giggle, but he's proper heavy into conspiracies. Fucking, I didn't realise it at first. I've been working with him for ages. It was only our works do. Can't remember how it happened. I went out for a fag and he comes stumbling out steaming, and something was said, and I was like, "Oh, fuck!" Next thing you'll say something about flat Earth, and he went, "Well, it is flat," and I thought he was joking. enough for an hour and a half outside of the what's that pub on Malva Street, across the road from where Argos used to be.
I don't know.
That pub there. It's actually quite nice in there. I'd happily go there again for a meal.
What was it, Argos?
Where Argos used to be, directly across as a pub, like nice grey clay brick. I don't know what it's fucking called. It's nice.
KFC.
Yeah, it was the KFC pub.
Next to KFC, where your KFC used to be.
Where Argos used to be.
In town.
Yeah, you could leave the lanes where KFC used to be and turn left and head down a bit, or would it be right? Either way. But literally, as you come out the pub, that's where Argos used to be. You know where Argos is? Then on the left there's Dopey Dave's, and then there's that hairdresser's.
Yeah.
It's next to the lane that takes you to Games Workshop. It's literally directly across from there.
I have no idea.
Like I said, I don't know what it's called. It's the there's a mural on Lava Street. They're painting the eagle sweeping away the business guy.
No.
Have you seen the Spartan art though? Have you seen that? Have you not seen the Spartan art on the viaduct?
Dude, I don't pay attention. I just drive through.
Mate, you can't help it. It's the size. It's probably the size of a quarter of the street.
I have no idea.
It's a massive. I think it's a Spartan. It's some sort of Roman warrior looking up at Zeus. So I think it is a Spartan because it'd be Greek. It's fucking beautiful. Some guys just gone and literally must have done it overnight or whatever.
When?
Fucking like a year ago.
I don't go through town. I come from the top, remember?
Yeah, but do you ever go underneath Millennium Bridge?
No.
Oh, do you not? So you don't go past the castle?
Well, if I do, I'm going off Eastern Way over and up.
Because either way on that road outside the castle, you can see it. To be fair, I like the answer, Chris. It means you're paying attention to the road, which is a good answer.
Well, I wouldn't even
you're being
safe. I'm
He's being safe. You're a fucking pterodactyl, aren't you, motherfucker? Did you see that?
What now?
That dinosaur egg.
I did.
That was mental.
That was mental.
That was mental as fuck.
Chicken Oriental.
Do you see people that are still arguing? That's another thing as well. Dinosaurs not existing and shit. I was like, oh, I'll have to definitely get you down because they don't believe in evolution or that kind of shit, do they? And you're like, well, no, it's stemmed from one, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, dinosaurs never roamed or whatever. I always like that one. Because again, the worst thing is with these, it's like, I don't understand how you can jump from, I understand the government keeps secrets about some things. That's undeniable.
Yeah.
But like, say if the Earth was flat this whole time, what benefit does the government and the people have to keeping it a secret?
I have no idea.
Like, if they were to tell us right now the Earth's actually flat, I don't think loads of people are going to go out looting and smashing shops up and going sick. We'll just go,
it's not going to make a difference.
Oh, bloody hell. No. Our day-to-day lives will still be the same.
I don't understand. I've never understood what the big issue is with the Earth being round or flat.
No, it's a bunch of shit. And then obviously they believe in space, but there's the moon and all that's fake. And then you're like, well, if you haven't got the moon, then tides wouldn't work.
Yeah,
and also, this is another good thing, night vision only works because of the moon. If there was no moon, night vision doesn't work.
Oh.
But yeah, with the army and all that shit, we've got plenty of fucking night vision stuff. You could go out and bite yourself. You got night vision shit. It's rather bizarre.
It's weird.
Yeah.
But I love having conversation with conspiracy stuff.
See, I do. I mean, as well, just because I don't think they're a moron, but I think they're a twatted for truly believing it. Because I'll talk about any conspiracy theory under the sun, but then when the conversation stops, that's when I know to get off.
We've had this conversation. My cousin, she loves a conspiracy theory. Anything. Every time I always go up, we always have a conversation about something. It's fucking brilliant.
See, it's literally, it clearly is just a symptom of the brain because the brain is so curious and wants to know answers. And as soon as you can't explain an answer, the brain starts alluding to it, going, well, have you heard this? And it's so easy to follow a different narrative. Mm-hmm. And seeing the way press does stuff as well, the way the press can have an argument, right? I don't know if you've been watching it. Getting ready for The Boys season 3, they've been doing these Vought special, like news announcements, 7x7. And I've been watching every episode. They're about 10 minutes long on YouTube. And the latest episode, which actually came up yesterday, time recording yesterday, it had Huey on. And he's in we know Huey's in the right. because we see what happened in last season too. But the guy doing the Vought news, the way he argues Huey makes Huey look to be in the wrong and Vought and all that to be in the right, Homelander and shit. It's the way he argues it, and you're like, oh, you are making it sound right. It's so smart how people can argue. So it depends how information's stemmed out.
Oh, and the news reporter, they're fucking the twats, but they're clever.
Yeah, it's obviously I know this is scripted because it's a show to get.
Yeah.
I'll do the best again. This is getting entertainment news. They mentioned you brought it up a little while ago that they're going to do a spin-off from The Boys.
Yeah.
That university, and they mentioned the university because apparently they have a draft every 4 years or every semester. Who's going to be the next hero to graduate college to go to be a member of the Seven? It's they mentioned that, and I was like, oh, I can't wait for this show. And it ends with the most disgusting image of Homelander. Like, honestly, I've never been so scared of a fictional character in my entire life. You'll have to look at the images, mate. It's fucking because they're all taking a picture of him and Starlight, and he's smiling, and his eyes are so dead, and it's like you're gonna snap. And imagine if Superman snapped, we're all fucking gone. It's fucking horrible. But yeah, you'll have to go check that out, definitely, mate.
Have a look.
But yeah, so nothing else. What was your year? I've told you my year was the year of the Spider. 2021 for me was the year of the Spider.
Like I said, nothing really stood out. Well, like I said, me personal wise, nothing really happened. I moved. That's pretty much about it. I just turned 1.
Well, maybe it's the year of Oz for you then.
But like I said, films and entertainment wise, obviously there's been a lot of shit. Obviously Bond and again.
But what's the one thing to say your year that last year you could say it was the worst year ever, but it became the best year ever because of Spider-Man for me. So the year of the Spider for you.
I don't even fucking know.
Oh yeah, it's just another shit mundane year.
It was just another
and
year.
There'll be one thing though that like literally got you like there. There's like one thing every week that gets me there.
Not really.
Nothing.
No.
Well, I'm just going to say yours the year of the Spider as well then. Chris has got the year of the Spider.
Like I said, it's just another year for me.
No, I completely agree with you. And it was, I mean, like I said, I know we had Eternals, Black Widow and Wonder Vision. To be fair, it was the year of Disney Plus.
It was.
It was the really, truly was. That's when it really started to swing out there big because the Fox takeover happened this year. Loads of their shows all come out and whatnot.
That's what I mean. Like when it comes to entertainment stuff, there's been shitloads, but personal stuff, to me, I've worked. I've worked through the pandemic, so I haven't been off, and nothing's really. Apart from moving, nothing's really changed. I've got the same car, I'm the same person,
got the same bloody car.
Oz is a year older. But that's about it. Nothing's really changed.
No, I get you. It's like I said, I'm happy that I got the Spider shit because it's what really fucking capped it off and topped it off. It was also I can give it to Pokemon because it was Pokemon's 25th anniversary the last year.
I would have said Optimus as well.
25. Yeah, obviously the year of Optimus until he destroys another bit of Lego, and then we can go back to.
Yeah.
I've got a little too fair. I've nearly replaced all of it because Lego are so amazing. If you go onto them and say, I've got a piece of damaged, like he damaged an exclusive Spider-Man figure. It was a Venom Spider-Ham set, and it's one of the special edition pieces you get. The Spider-Ham on its own is getting sold for 40 quid on eBay. People are selling it for. He destroyed the spider, and it's a unique minifigure to that set.
Yeah.
And I just literally told him, and then if it's a replacement for damages or loss, they just give it for free. It's like, oh my fucking god. Honestly, Lego is one of the best companies I've ever dealt with in my life. I can guarantee you, hands down, there might be one case, but it'll be very, very extremely rare for anyone to buy a box of Lego and have a bit missing.
Yeah.
If there's ever a bit missing, it's your own fault or you've left it in the bag or something. Never in a million years. They're always, and to think they nearly went bust back in like the turn of the century, man. It's fucking, I adore that company.
I mean, they're still going strong now, fucking years later.
Oh, they're destroying it now. Lego's got to be one of the highest selling toys. It's like their new campaigns, all that Lego. It's not just for kids. Oh, sorry, adults welcome. I think it's logo. They've just done you might know the brand of it. A super bike, like a proper high definition super. It looks fantastic as a Lego set. That's what I was telling you to get the car. Like you can get Vin Diesel's car and the James Bond ones and that. Like imagine if you had a little shelf of your Lego vehicles. That'd be sick as fuck. Obviously, maybe cost. No, to be fair though, the sets you would go after, I think you wouldn't have to spend more than 100 quid.
Yeah.
So obviously, I know 100 quid's 100 quid, but if you had that spare and you think, oh, I've got 100 quid, I can spend it myself. You could buy yourself. I think it's 75 quid for Dom's, whatever it is, and then that's like 80 quid for the James Bond thing. Be quite cool.
Lovely.
But yeah, is that it? We're a bit dried up now.
I think we are. 2021 is just
keep
2022 is just going to be another year. Lockdown, probably, the way things are going.
I would personally say there can never be another lockdown again because
you don't know, because fucking bird flu popped up last week, didn't it? A man from Dover who's looked after ducks for the past 20 years ended up with bird flu.
Isn't that a dead meme now? It's fucking mental.
You had to kill him. Well, not him, but the birds had to get killed off, and he had to get put in isolation.
Jesus fucking Christ, bird flu. Humans are. I know it's bird flu, but humans are disgusting. We're passing all their other diseases and shit. We're a horrible fucking species. Chlamydia and AIDS.
Like you said, though, we're too curious. We always want to know things.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts. What's in there? Bit of Ebola. What was Ebola?
Ebola is some sort of fucking disease, isn't it?
Yeah, I remember that went mad for ages because everyone tried to get that gluten free to stop Ebola and shit like that.
The way I think, going back to conspiracies here, the way you look at it, every 100 years is always a plague.
Was it you that put a picture? Somebody put a picture up actually of every time. So it turned to like 1822, 1922, 2022, and then something happened in the 22 years or some shit like that.
Between every 100 years, there's normally a plague that wipes out so many million people.
Every day there's a plague, mate. It's called the human race.
Yeah, that's true. we are also past our 6th extinction as well.
Me and you could be quite cynical on here. We just want humans to die. We must be two evil bastards.
Humans are evil bastards, though.
Yeah, we are. No, but it's
all the evil shit we have done.
You are humans. Absolutely right, but
we have killed this planet. We have killed off species. We have literally destroyed our home because we are too curious.
Yeah,
that's basically what it is.
But at the same time, I completely agree with you. Some humans just need to fuck off. There are some fucking gems out there working their hardest.
Oh yeah, there is.
And it's easy to overlook all the good people.
This is why we kind of agreed with Thanos.
Yeah, but then we realised after agreeing with him, why didn't you just make double resources?
Yeah, but it's never always that simple, though, is it?
Well, it is. If it's simple enough to wipe out half, it's simple enough to add on half.
Look at it from a manufacturer's point of view, though.
No, but they would come from sheer existence. It would just be there. We're talking hypothetically with Infinity Stones. So you say, I want everyone to be enough resources.
Fair enough. Yeah, the Infinity Stones are fair enough.
No, in real life, without talking comics and shit, yeah, you are right, because it takes time to produce shit.
So you would be better off just cutting half of it in, half it off.
Should we just do a lottery? There would be a massive, like...
I do a lottery every week.
No, I mean a lottery. Everyone's got like a bomb strapped to their head, and on like the 7th of the 7th, 2027, it's going to go off on half the population. So can we sat chilling, which like, or no pop?
Everyone else just pops off.
Yeah, like the Kingsman. At the end of that, it's a big Skittles advert. It really is just a Skittles advert, that film.
Oh no, I've seen it.
Have you not seen it? And honestly, the fight scenes in it are absolutely, they could be second to none, mate. They are amazing. Especially, what's his name, the British actor that's in it?
Hugh Grant?
Not Hugh, is it? No, it's not Hugh Grant. Anyway, he has a fight sequence inside of a church, and oh my god, mate, it's all one shot. It's, fuck. The Kingsmans, I mean, I like them, I can watch them, but I wouldn't say they're outstanding films, but them, when it pops up on YouTube, because I don't know if it's the same with you, on my feed, I get loads of random clips, watch it every time, it's so good. You need to watch that fight sequence, mate, it's been.
Oh, look.
Yeah. And best actor of the year goes to...
That's a tough one, because there's been quite a lot of decent films out.
No, it's an easy one, mate.
Well, it is for you.
We're gonna have to, no. It's not who you think it is, but we're gonna have to give two out. The best actor of the year, awards goes to Tom Holland and Tobey Maguire for fucking bullshitting everybody. Because as much as we believe they were in that film, every interview and everything, no, we're not in it. No, we're not in it. And a bit of doubt goes in and you go, maybe they're not. No, you are in it. They go, no, we're not in it. Go, maybe you're not in it then. And they're in it. And you're like, he kind of had us a little bit. Sorry, it goes to them.
Well, yeah, okay.
It's true that I was watching last night before I went to bed a compilation of them two in interviews from, I think it was all the way from the first announcement of Spider-Man and all the rumours coming out about them being seen on set and shit. Every interview they did with all press people, they asked them and they were like, no, not at all, no. Do you know what's even better as well? The award goes to them. I don't know if you see it on my Facebook, I posted a thingy. Them two went to a local cinema that was ram-packed on like a couple of days after the film went out just to watch the film together. They snuck in. Nobody noticed it was them. They sat down, watched it and left. And I'm like, if Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire can sneak into a Spider-Man film where they're there, then fair play. Imagine being sat there and everyone's going nuts. Got Andrew Garfield and shit pops through the portal and he's sat there going, oh, fucking hell. Like, if I was him, I'd be quite tempted to stand up and go, hi everybody, and everybody go, what? And just go nuts. And oh. I hope to God he gets a third film.
Right. So what are you expecting to happen this year? What are you looking forward to
2022 is
There's supposed to be a lot of good stuff out this year.
In terms
supposed to be.
You're on about film shit and that, yeah.
Yeah.
So
films, games.
Well, game. Do you want me to pick what I'm really looking forward to? Do you mean, or what I'm just the year in general,
yeah,
or
just the year in general?
Well, okay. Well, quickly go off your media shit. The film's gonna have to obviously be Multiversal Madness. So curious. To be fair, I might actually be more curious about Love and Thunder because we still don't know what Star-Lord and shit's involvement.
That I think.
Oh, has that been pushed back?
Yeah, now.
Right, so it's Doctor Strange is still out though.
Yes.
Right, so that's gonna be my film of the year. Show of the year will have to go to Loki's out this year, isn't it? Actually,
nothing been said.
Maybe it's not then. To be fair, actually, I think I'm gonna have to go with The Boys because I fucking adore that show. So that's what I'm embracing. Game is gonna obviously be now because I'm a PlayStation owner. Still the most hideous console you'll ever see.
I have to speak to you, mate, about.
Yeah, sorry, I was meant to. You can only get Xboxes. He said he'll have a look on Monday. I spoke to. I should have messaged you. Sorry, pal. Game's gonna be Spider-Man 2. Technically free, but it's 2. And in life in general, ideally, I'd love to not be fucking working up at fucking Graham House because I'm just sick of mortar and concrete. It's just I wanna be somewhere where I can purely put my heart into.
Like, what do you mean?
Which is quite funny because I'm going back and forward with. I don't know if he's the owner or whatever. There's a card website called Total Cards where I buy some of my cards from. Their job vacancies going. And I just messaged him. I said, listen, because they wanted a CV and that. I haven't got a CV on my phone. I give him a big old email about my love of Pokemon, the YouTube channel, all this kind of shit. And he said, oh, I checked out your stuff. You spoke passionately about Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! And whatnot. Send us another email addressing exactly what you like about different TCGs and tabletop games and whatnot. Get it into me by Monday, and then we can have a crack. And I was like, oh, shit. So I'm on the thingy. But the only thing is, it's not actually a million miles away. I think it's an hour and a half away. So if I was to get a job there, I don't know if I have to fucking relocate there or what, or if I can just try and find. I don't know. I literally only went for it because I thought I'd just see what he says.
I know this happened.
I never. Oh fucking hell! A couple of days ago.
Fair enough.
Because they put a thing up on their Instagram, and I thought. I told the guy, I says, listen, I'm currently working in construction. Somewhere I go just to fuel my life of like going comics and shit. But I wouldn't see it as a job if I went to a shop every day, held fucking trading card tournaments. Even if I was in a fucking warehouse, because they have a big warehouse and that deliveries, organising different cards from Magic the Gathering to Yu-Gi-Oh! To Pokemon and shit. I said, I'd be in my fucking element, mate. I'd be, their cell phone go pops and shit. So I'd be absolutely over the moon. I'd be sending away people's packages going, oh my god, I hope they fucking love this pack, or I hope there's a mint card in there. But like, oh, I'd just be buzzing. So you went for it?
Why not?
They didn't mention pay or anything. I couldn't give a shit because I'd happily take a pay cut to work at a job that I adore. Because I go to my work now, the crack's unreal with the boys. But I'm just thinking to myself, next thing you know, it's going to be fucking 10 years down the line, I'm going to be dead. So that's why, and I always listen to their motivational speeches. That's why I still love doing the YouTube things, because the second you stop doing anything, you'll never succeed. You could spend 20 years doing something and not succeed.
Yes.
But you still might, but you definitely won't if you don't carry on. And the guy he keeps going, just turn up. And I was like, well, I'm going to keep doing the shit I love doing. Me and you, this tiny ass little fucking podcast, I fucking love cracking away to you about this shit or the entertainment news or whatever. So I'm never going to stop that. I would love for it to boom and succeed, but I'm never going to stop. And I thought to myself, there's some lads at my work that have been there 20 years, and I thought, 20 years is a long time to give yourself to somebody who, no disrespect, because I understand from a business point of view, doesn't really care. You're just clocking in cards to them. And again, as a business owner, I completely get that. They just want their work done.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's business. I think to myself, I've given myself, I think it's like 5.5 years up here, or 5 years. That was my sixth Christmas, believe it or not, which is weird.
That's fluid.
Yeah, because I started at pretty much a couple of weeks before Christmas, so that wasn't a full year. I think it's around like 5 years.
Isn't that a lot?
Something like that.
Sure.
It's definitely, maybe at the very least 4.5, because that was my sixth Christmas. We were working it out, and I was like, oh my God.
Don't we start doing this podcast when you were on the trains? I think
we might have done, I can't remember. But I only did because remember I was working the trains and doing Graham House.
When did we start doing this? 2016. When did we get thingy from 2014 we got thingy from Network 4.
Yeah, and then it was about a month, and I was on the trains for I was only on the trains for like a couple of months. I thought it was longer than what it was. That's what I mean, mate. And don't get us wrong, I know this the bottom line is, this is all my fault. I could have stuck in better at certain areas in my life to do well, but at the same time, it's not my fault, because life is what it's supposed to be if you believe in, destiny.
Yeah.
And I was always supposed to be at this point talking to you right now about shit. And yeah, I'm just thinking, I'm sick. Not sick, like I'm not sick as I'm like, I'm sick. I was just like, I want to get up. You know how people, some people are like, oh, people sick, life, shit. No, I'm still very upbeat, down, and positive thinking, and keep, but I clock in and just go, I really don't want to be here. I've got no, obviously I care, because the lads that come to work, luckily, they're not just random, they are customers, but they're lads I can crack to and have a thingy away with. Yeah. But I sat there, I make the mortar, I'll batch concrete, I'll do whatever, and I'm just like, I don't really care. After you've got your concrete, that's it. I'm done.
To be fair, I'm in the same situation with this job.
It's mad, isn't it?
I don't want to drive anymore.
Don't want to drive anymore.
I'm sick of driving.
That's fucking. But we and you've given ourselves a good kickstart here, because obviously there's probably a million ways, because we probably are in the wrong here. There's probably ways we can. I mean, I feel like I've tried to elevate us on YouTube and that as much as we possibly can by buying our little mics and whatnot and shit like that. And but I honestly want us to get back into getting a proper podcast sat down thinging, dude. Because I love doing the podcast here. I have fun coffee. But how much better would be no dog interruption, no mum interruption, sit down, proper conversation, in depth for an hour long or whatever long. And just keep working it. Because this shit, I love it. I don't find it work, even though it's not going out to a massive audience. I don't think, I've got to do another Superhero Wednesday. I genuinely fucking love it. Yeah. But to have more time to do that, or doing something I adore, would just be fucking sick.
I'd love to give my job off full time just to do this.
Yeah, so would I, mate. So would I. And that's what I mean. There's plenty of places me and you, it's probably been about 2 years to maybe 3 years since we've sat down and thought, had a good talk about how the fuck can we, get somewhere so it can actually boost us.
Yeah, maybe we should look into it, because like I say, we're getting on now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm getting on.
But that's what I mean. A lot of people would have said, I would have given up by now. Well, no, because like I've just said, if you don't turn up, you won't get anywhere. So if you just keep turning up, keep knocking the door, keep trying.
Well, I think what we need to do is, we need to reinvent it, kind of like, not start
a soft reboot.
Kind of a soft reboot. Yeah. New thumbnails, not thumbnails, but new logos and stuff like that. Because obviously Beale's not here anymore.
That's why I took B out. That's me, you, and B, because B does the unboxings and the occasional podcast.
Yeah, so it just needs all these things. These are fucking a new slate.
Yeah, I think there is definitely a because, like I said, I know you're not Barbara for Batman behind the computer looking at pictures and cameras and, oh my God, he's there in the south corner. But you are a little bit more advanced than me in terms of technology and shit. So whenever you say, oh, we can do better there, because. Like I said to you, I want a proper podcasting room, which originally was going to be upstairs, but then that all went to. I bought the little soundproof, and it just all went tits up there.
I'm in a 3-bedroom house, and I'm only 10 minutes up the road, so we can sort that out.
So maybe we invest.
Put my garage into a podcast garage.
Invest a little bit of our own money in, which we could. It doesn't have to be fucking loads. You can buy I think it was 160 quid for a setup podcasting, a proper thingy with mics and headsets and the sound thing and all this kind of shit. Stick a bit of money in. Spend a weekend at yours, decorating your garage or your room if that's where we're going to do it. Because I started to look at how much it is to rent an office space. Mm-hmm. And we're getting phone calls every day off office people saying, what are you looking for? And I'm like, just wanted to see if you can, like just little office space.
Yeah.
That's it. Or maybe just need a toilet and that's it. Don't need a fucking anything else. You can plug in a kettle for when we make brews and shit.
And how much is one of them?
The people, they were trying to sell me office apartments and shit. So the people that do the actual office spaces haven't rang us. All I did was Google it and fill in a form because I thought if I'm getting office space, you have to spend like, I don't know, 150 quid rent a month for something that doesn't have to be massive. I even contemplated buying a shed again for the back garden, doing a shed up, and I'm putting all the plasterboard in it.
What about a lock-up?
What's a lock-up again?
Just something you store shit in, or you can...
Well, as long as we can get power into it, lock-up's fine, and as long as...
Lock-ups always have power.
And I'll do that, inside, yeah.
Just a self-storage lock-up.
And
you can store shit there, or you can do some people do there to do whatever they need to do, and then...
And as long as we're allowed to decorate it, I don't mean decorate it, I mean...
No, as long as you make it our own, and not...
Yeah, that's what I mean. As long as... If we would say for example, we're filming a podcast there, obviously you don't just want a brick wall. No. To be fair, actually, true Geordies, I don't know if you've ever seen the kickoff. Have I shown you the kickoff where his podcast shows like a big mahogany table and brick wall?
I think so.
It looks mint, but it's got loads of flash. You know what I mean? The backdrop.
Yeah.
I used to fucking love saying backdrop. If you're allowed to do that, then fucking do, right? You just go after.
If we can't get a decent backdrop, we just buy a green screen and just fucking...
You could do that. You could easily buy a green screen and just say, where do we want to be? In the middle of the MCU, there you go. Or fucking New York City, there you go, yeah.
A rainy day in New York.
Yeah. Like I said, the amount of little weird shit I've bought like this, I've got so much more stuff upstairs. Because like Asda and shit sell loads of weird little lighting and shit, and I've got more lighting for the unboxings and stuff. But again, it's knowing, it's getting the pieces together, but not quite fully knowing how to make the thingy. You know what I mean? I'm trying to say.
I know.
Yeah, I'm getting all the ingredients, but I can't fully cook. Like, I can do all this shit, no bother, easy, peasy, easy.
It's a good job I can cook it.
Yeah, the next step up to make it a little bit more technically savvy.
Yeah, if you like say, just get a decent, well, I won't say decent, there's all those locker rooms, really.
Yeah, well, after we film the next podcast, because Newcastle will kick off at 3, we'll have a little inquiry. Because originally that was going to be the main proposal, wasn't it? You were going to be more of the tech savvy thing, but that was my fault. It was a case of, Chris knows computers, edit loads of it. It was like that, not realising that it was thingy. But again, with the quality of video we get going up, with me, obviously you won't watch it, but like the Superhero Wednesdays and shit, I do all my facts and stuff, I get all my info, and you can put together a sound video on your phone.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that's a good conversation we should have of how to elevate and get the next step and whatnot, and shenanigans.
It is indeed.
And it'd be like I said, it'd be much better, because if you say you've got someone that wants to come on, or if I've got a mate, like if I want to bring that Ali on, we can go to wherever our location may be, whether that be your garage or a lockup or whatever. You just say, dive around, chill out, and away we go. You don't have to worry about Mum or B can obviously get involved, because sometimes she actually gets involved. Or Optimus ragging at your leg and shit like that. Yeah. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean?
I know what you mean. Like so,
I'm basically saying, Chris, this... Right now, our day-to-day working lives does not have to be our lives if we do not choose it to be. And I talk a good game, and I'm always, when I'm invested in something, as the amount of years on YouTube's proven, I'm dedicated when I want to do it. It's just, I think my monginess might tartar me somewhere, which is quite good, because you're my yang. You're not as silly and retarded as me, but you're just as weird and goofy. So it's perfect.
Yeah,
It's a perfect mix match.
I'm kind of same on you with the new job situation. I just don't want to drive anymore. I'm done. I can't be done with working 60 hours plus anymore.
Yes, long ass weeks. And you know what the work? This sounds probably really lazy, because there's people out there in the world working so much harder than me and you, and longer days and shit. But I would love to be able to just wake up, determine the time I get up, determine the time I go to bed. What are you doing Tuesday? Working this shift, working this shift, working this shift. What are you doing Tuesday? I don't know, whatever I want. You know what I mean? Because my interest isn't to be fucking mega wealthy, as stupid as that sounds, because money doesn't mean anything to me. It's the materialistic shit I love, but not materialistic in houses and cars and shit. As long as I got money to buy my goofy weird shit, I'm happy. I don't need fancy holidays and fucking 200 quid t-shirts and a 500 pair of trainers.
I've never really been into that. So
no, as long as I've got Spiderman or someone like this, I'm happy and ready to go. As long as we can afford to go to the cinema, that's me. That's happy.
That's what I've been doing for the last couple of weeks. To be fair, looking for new jobs, and I've even considered looking at paid wage reductions. Because like I say, it's not really bothered with me anymore.
Yeah.
I'll say with you.
As long as you're comfortable.
I just want to go to work and come home.
Yeah.
But I like a normal 9 to 5 shift, not a fucking 3:30 in the morning until fucking
Yeah,
10, 11,
that's
12
back
o'clock at
at
night.
Network 4 days.
It's what
man.
I'm doing now, though.
Why do you think I always never said yes to going on the van? I always do it. No, I'm not going because I knew you might not be finished at this time, but there's every chance you can be finished 2-3 hours later. Not a chance. I can't plan my days.
I'm like that now. I just can't be done with getting up at fucking stupid o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. But I will get up at stupid o'clock in the morning if I'm doing something my heart's in. You know what I mean? So if it was, Dan, your job is a Lego builder, but we need you up at 3:30 in the morning, you're going to be finished at midnight, I'd say, well, it's get going, son. But when it's like, something you're just like... Yeah. But again, I know it's a bit like boo-hoo, get over it, because there's millions of people across the world.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's unfortunate, but like I said, in this day and age, the possibilities are literally endless. We don't have to settle now. If we don't want this to be our lives, it doesn't have to be.
No.
But as long as we're dedicated and committed, which clearly we are, we can try and get fucking booming and bigger. And
my goal for this year, it's not really a goal, but what I want to do this year is I want to get back into my gaming, my PC gaming.
Yeah, you had that big old idea, didn't you? You were going to start doing your truck simulator and shit.
So, yeah, I want to get back into all that shit, and that's what I want to do this year because I've got the room for it, I've got the facilities.
Yeah.
I want to do it. So that's one of my things I want to do this year: is get back into my gaming.
That's, I mean, don't get us wrong. I know it sounds stupid because everyone has these things at the start of the new year and shit. I've been thinking for fucking ages. But yeah, me and you we can do whatever we want, pal. But obviously we're gonna have to grind until we get there. But that's all part of it. You've got to sacrifice to succeed.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say it will be nice when we get to if we get to a point where we can just say, right, work, ta-da.
Yep. See you later.
I work for YouTube now. This is my job.
But like I said, there's obviously as well. There's the Twitch stuff. We could do our podcast on Twitch, which is like the thingy one, the sponsored stuff.
To get back onto Spotify.
Yeah, so Spotify was perfect. I was going through our numbers. Our numbers got relatively high on Spotify, but obviously that required you having your phone. But your phone decided to be a prick.
Yes.
I mean, as soon as I'm due an upgrade, which isn't like 3 months, there's no reason why. Well, yeah, you would then have to either download the Spotify or however it is we did it. But again, we could do the Spotify and a video podcast. Like, you know, it'd be so much better. We could do the Spotify onto a computer or a laptop or however it is you do it or whatever. That's what I mean. I've just said however it is you do it. I don't actually physically know. That's where your more sensibleness comes in.
Yeah, we'll have a good sit down and we'll look into it and we'll sort it all out.
Yeah.
Because, like I say, the way things are going, we're going to be in lockdown for quite a while, so we might as well make them look at most of it and just concentrate on YouTube. That's what I mean.
This right now isn't time consuming for me. It's not. Come on, it's fun. I'm having a crack on my pal.
I enjoy having a crack.
That's what I mean. I'm having a crack on my pal. I don't care what you bring up.
That's why I still want the round table.
Yes, man. But again, I like the round table discussion, but I like it for all discussions.
Yeah.
I like it for everything, for fucking whatever it is you may or may not want.
I still want a round table with every mixed gender and fucking trait and whatever else is involved.
Yeah.
Mixed sexuality, gender, race, all. I just want a round table of a mixture of everyone.
I mean, you're going to go around kidnapping people from different ethnicities and different sexual orientations and different...
Yeah, just have a fucking full-on conversation with them all. Like, what does this mean? What does that mean? Why do you love a wall?
Why do you love a wall? But no, should we end it there, Chris?
Yeah.
I feel like a nice little ranty thing, Shani. I didn't expect it to go there yet.
That.
The year of the spider, and fingers crossed 2022 is the year of us.
The year of us. The visual guys.
Hopefully. We can only try.
Slash girl.
Girl. Well, she could be a guy. If she wants, I guess. Thou shalt try in heart and will. I don't fucking know. It's going to get all Shakespearean.
I don't know Shakespeare that well. I know Romeo and Juliet and Hamlet, maybe about it.
Obviously Macbeth, but when you go see Macbeth, you're not allowed to say Macbeth. You have to call the Scottish player as bad luck. It's mad that, isn't it? I saw it years and years ago. I shouldn't have been. I was too young. But I went in to see it. I love watching plays live. They're fucking fantastic.
I don't do plays. I don't do musicals.
I had a mint idea for a film the other day. I quite liked it. But anyways, visuals. Thank you for listening. Enjoy the rest of your year. Keep it in you. Keep on keeping on.
As always, love you. Bye.